Alright, more random battles to the top, and I have the opportunity for insane greed here, because I can have Ice Spinner, right? I'm gonna greed like crazy here. There we go. Well, the greed worked, but they just happened to have a complete counter. So that's not great. Actually, is it that bad? Can I close combat? If they curse, I wouldn't have taken any damage. If they wave crash, I have Roost and they're taking recoil. Close combat still does around 40. So, yeah, this could work. Alright, 40. Yeah, like, that's very good damage to get. Now we can Roost, and they're almost forced to rest, and when you get Dondozo resting, it's much more vulnerable, too. And the way it works is, Unaware also ignores... it also ignores my defense drops, too. Yep, so we're actually just breaking through here. Alright. Perfect. Now, I can't greed an Aqua Step, but I'll be very happy getting rid of Dozo for basically nothing, 30%. They go to Halucha. I like Flutter, being able to deny close combat. There we go, beautiful. This is looking very, very good already. They have Camerupt, okay. But that invites Quaquaval. So they don't have the time to get Stealth Rock up. So here they can maybe Willow, but yeah, they don't have the time to get Stealth Rock up. Now I can Aqua Step, get a speed boost in. They go to Quillfish, okay. Can I... Okay, so I do think I probably cannot take this on. So I have to decide, am I happy just getting chip damage, getting, getting around 35, bringing it low? What am I bringing it low for? Yeah, if I bring it low for Camerupt, or for, Blaziken or Houndoom, it's not that bad. I still have Flutter for Halucha. The main problem then is Camerupt, but not really. I have, like, Hydro Pump Goodra. I can overpower it, so I'm just going to be happy trading here. Get some damage off. Okay, they're getting hazards up, which to me feels a little bit greedy, but we'll take that. Okay. What it does do, though, the spike will put Fluttermane in range of Brave Bird if the Halucha has that. How do I want to play it? 189. I have Moxie Salamence, which I actually do not mind at all. Let's go Moxie, activate a Moxie boost, and then see what they have, because nothing... They go Sandaconda, okay. So they kept the Intimidate around. The immediate concern is Glare. I do not have a Glare switch in. Yeah, I don't have a Glare switch in, don't have a Lumberry. But simply weakening Sandaconda is also good. This is actually a very tricky matchup because of that Camerupt. How much does Terra Fight Close Combat do to Camerupt from Blaziken? If I Terra Fight, it does 78 to 92. Okay. So there are angles where I just get like a speed boost win, but then I have to worry about that Intimidate, so very clever to keep that around. I'm gonna get glared here. I don't think there's much I can do. Yeah, we'll just Outrage spam. Oh. Okay. They're getting all the layers up. And I'm a big fan of Stealth Rock myself, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm getting good value here. Okay. It's actually not terrible. 167, right? So it does outspeed Blaziken. So, what's the right Pokemon here? Houndoom? It's Houndoom. The problem with Blaziken is I have to protect, and that's risky, so they can switch on that. Yeah, I think I go Houndoom here. It's incredible greed, but they could go Halucha on Dark Pulse if I don't have the courage to Fire Blast into Sandaconda because it's low accuracy. Okay. Camerupt, okay. Am I actually okay with this here? Because if I chip it down, I put it into Blaziken range. Am I fine with this? Potentially, I actually am. I don't have an Earthquake switch in anyway. Yeah, so we'll just get chip damage off. Yeah, this is... The flinch matters, but in the sense that obviously you want more damage. But it doesn't matter in the sense that it would have been in Blaziken range anyway. Close combat, there's no Terra type against that. It would have been in range of close combat either way. Yeah, so they get that Intimidate off. Do I always go Flutter Mane? So if they have Brave Bird, I'm definitely in range with that. The threat is Flutter Mane for sure. Let's say they Brave Bird the Flutter Mane. On the switch, they Brave Bird the Flutter Mane. They take recoil damage. I come back to Blaziken, protect, Flare Blitz. Okay. I also have Terra on Gudra, which I can play for. And I might have to play for. The problem is Flapple with Dragon. This is actually very bad. So the question here is, are they going to Flying Move? Or are they going to Close Combat, right? If I'm predicting Close Combat, I go to Flutter Mane every single time, and I'm always winning. However, if they don't... You know what? I think I can't risk losing Flutter Mane here. If they Close Combat here to get the speed boost, I'll have to Terra Dragon Gudra to deal with Halucha, but that is a better outcome. Oh. Now that's lucky. That solves every problem we had. Okay. Well, almost every problem. Do we go Flutter Mane now? Flutter Mane would take 45 from Brave Bird. I think that's still fine. And they still have Terra too, so the Flapple can Terra. I'm still losing. I'm still losing despite the Flare Blitz burn there. And that Terra type, it's Terra Fire. I guess it could be Terra Steel, but... Or Terra Dragon, but... Yep, they go to Flapple. It is Terra Fire, okay. The Dragon Dance, alright. And we die to Outrage. We die to Outrage. So we're gonna have to... Terra Dragon, we have to dodge Outrage. Alright, didn't get that one. I actually think... I think we had a tricky matchup, but we played okay. Like, what could we have done differently? Because the Camerupt always a kind of a problem. At the end, if we go Flutter Mane on the Close Combat from Halucha, it doesn't actually solve the problem at all. Because even if we knock out Halucha, then Flapple will always get a Dragon Dance off on Flutter Mane. So the Flapple becomes unstoppable at that point. So if the Flapple is unstoppable, did I have any Pokemon that could deal with Flapple? Or did I have to have a different way of denying Flapple? Because I think it was always going to be tough to stop Flapple. Regardless, we have Ogerpon into Rabska. That's a free U-turn. I like Stealth Rock. Big fan of Stealth Rock. Let's get that up. Yeah, I think that Flapple was always going to be a problem. Because there's no way to deny setup to Flapple while also dealing with Halucha. There's no combination of Pokemon that do that. Yeah, there's no combination of Pokemon that can deal with both. Oh, they have a Rapid Spinner here. That's Ogerpon food, right? Yeah, it's Ogerpon food. Yeah, this is fine. Leaf Storm, if they have it. Yeah, not enough. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, even if they had Leaf Storm, which I'm not sure they might have Leaf Storm. No, actually, I don't think we can tell for sure, but yeah. Yeah, they're not leftovers, so they're definitely Earth, Rapid Spin, Giga Drain, and they might even have Knockoff. They might have Knockoff, which is why they're not committing Leaf Storm. Or maybe they just know they're out of... They don't want to risk it. This is winning. Yeah, we have enough synthesis to make this work. We're out damaging them, even with recovery from Giga Drain. Yeah, then we can recover. To be a little careful, but this is fine. Yeah, this is definitely fine. We're out of range of Leaf Storm is the main thing. Leaf Storm caps at around 57. Should I do a little bit more? I can heal one more time. Yeah, now let's go for it. Okay. We're going to come out alive with 50. We'll be able to get Stealth Rock back up again if Toedscruel's gone. Rabska countered by... Not countered, but it doesn't do too well into Palisand, so that's good too. Okay. Overall, pretty good there. Zebstrika. I'm just going to IV Cudgel on like a double, because I don't think you can beat Palisand, right? Yeah, I was just going to hit him on the double switch there. Okay. Yeah, okay, that worked. Get him up. Bruxish weak. This is looking very strong all of a sudden. Let's go Komala on this Pokemon. Ooh, 99. That's impressive damage here. But we will do that instead. We'll go back to Ogre... No, what? I have to be careful. I think I want Mewtwo this time. I want to be able to kind of limit Rabska, because I don't want it to be able to Revival Blessing into Toedscruel. Okay. This is just a straight Hitmonlee here. Banded high jump kick. Reckless too. It gives up the opportunity into Rabska, but that's worth it at this point. $27, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna keep Hitmonlee around. The Bug Buzz, or Psychic Bug Buzz, is all very strong here. Psychic does not KO me, so I can actually just hit high jump kick 2 times in a row. A little bit risky, of course, but recover. Ooh, okay, that's actually very tricky then. Yeah, so they do heal. Yeah, we're gonna want to U-turn or knock off or something. Oh, they freed Bruxish? I would have thought they would have tried to free Toedscruel. Okay. Okay, well, this is still fine. This Rabska has a very good type coverage into me. We'll sacrifice Komala. I suppose... This is going to... Well, this is either going to Chesto or Agility. Do I have Mach Punch? No. I go Komala here. And I'd have to Terra if it's the agility variant. Not agility. Perfect. Okay. Poison Jab guaranteed KO. If they want to go Rabsca, I can punish that a little bit. We want to keep Palisand around for Substrika too. Perfect. Okay. Sunflora in the back is also useful. I'm going to go Mewtwo on Psychic Fangs. Wonderful. Now, Dark Pulse hits Zebstrika. It hits into Rabsca. The problem here, Palossand is very, very obvious. If they predict it and go back to Bruxish, I'm in a little bit of trouble. And it's a very obvious predict to make. And I already called it out one time. You know, it's like I'm very aware that could be the play, but I'm not willing to risk it. Okay, good. Critical hit's annoying. Yep, they go there. I'm going to greed a little. I'm going to go Mewtwo on Psychic Fangs. Actually, that's very stupid, isn't it? No, it's not that bad. Yeah, because now I go to Ogerpon. But now I can Synthesis, which is different. And I've already controlled the Bruxish. They go to Rabsca. It might be time to Terra Water. If I'm not wrong, because Bruxish gone, Zebstrika gone. I might want to have Terra Fire on Sunflora. I'm going to be patient about it. I am likely going to end up Terraing Ogerpon anyway. But let's just be patient about it, because we don't need to immediately go for it. Yeah, Zebstrika, Bruxish are all gone. Alcremie! Oh no. The god of random battles herself. Okay, well, they still have Terra. Oh no, is this actually pretty easy? Do I just go Hitmonlee? So, one good thing is I have high crit and Ogerpon. That's one thing I do have. So, is it more efficient to go Poison Jab? It's not more efficient. Is it more efficient to go Poison Jab Hitmontop, force them to Terra? And then, no, it's more efficient to start. No, but I only have 8 Ivy Cudgels is a problem. I think it's more efficient to go Hitmonlee, because the crits I can always crit later. I think it's more efficient to go Hitmonlee. Oh, perfect. What are they doing? Okay. Oh, they were scared of Sludge Bomb, maybe? Okay. What just happened? Oh! It looks like they got rid of Acid Armor. It looks... Oh, they got rid of the move. That is interesting. I didn't know they did that. They got rid of Acid Armor. So we do win ultimately with Ogerpon. Okay. I didn't know they got rid of Acid Armor on Alcremie. That makes it considerably less threatening now. Considerably. Now it's actually very easy. Not easy, but it's easier to handle now that it doesn't have... Now that it doesn't have Acid Armor anymore. Because it could turn into this unbeatable tank with Calm Mind on special defense, Acid Armor on physical defense, immunities to status conditions with its Terra. It was really powerful. Now it's not really anything. Yeah, Terra Water Ogerpon wins now. We can move on to the next one. I like to pre-queue because sometimes at high ladder it takes a long time to find a game. But not this time. Go Ogerpon. Yeah, now we have Terra Water into the Alcremie. Yeah, 67. 66. Perfect. Alright, 2290. Right on into Decidueye. That's a problem. Actually, a big problem. I don't have a great switch into this at all. Ursaring, if I go... I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go Ursaring here. I'm gonna try and go in... It's gonna U-turn or Ghost Move or something. Or I'm hoping it's gonna go for a Ghost Move here. Because Grass is way too obvious. You'd rather go for the higher power move like Poltergeist if you were gonna go... Or you're gonna Greed Swords Dance, for example. You're not... You could just Leaf Storm. But I also feel like you could probably U-turn or... you could probably U-turn or try to greed a little bit more because you have such a dominant matchup into Rhydon. U-turn, yeah. Now we activate our Toxic Orb. And that damage does reveal that we're not the EV Light variant. Am I Guts or Quick Feet? I'm Quick Feet. Quick Feet is 1.5, right? It's not double. Yeah, Quick Feet is 1.5, so I'm now a very fast little guy here. The Decidueye will have long-term problems for us, but we know it's not Swords Dance, which is good. We also get outsped here. Throat Chop. We get U-turned on again. We'll go Magearna. We can take that on. Ursaring's always going to have trouble into Ghost type and the fact that it's on a timer. Yeah, let's Thunder Wave here. Okay, that's a good... Oh, that's not a good Thunder Wave to miss. Okay. I was about to say that's a good Thunder Wave to have, except I didn't have it. Crit's not great either. I can Volt Switch into Ursaring, get some more damage off. Okay. Now I'm threatening Throat Chop. I can get greedy and try and Facade. I'm just going to Throat Chop, though. Yeah, that's fine. We chipped down Decidueye, and we got it paralyzed for Rhydon. So all of a sudden, Rhydon looks pretty threatening. And so we have ideas with Reflect, Light Screen, and then Swords Dance Rhydon or Thundurus, something like that. Let's drop a Draco for now. Probably, I don't imagine they could stay in. The reason we want to get rid of Furret here, I guess I could U-turn. I could U-turn too. I just Draco, I think. Yeah, Furret's too strong. I'm going to give up Dragapult to damage it here. That's fine. We'll get a U-turn off, and then we're playing for Rhydon and Thundurus in the back. Let's go to Rhydon first. I want to see what their response is to it. Do they have, like, water types? What's the deal? And I have Magearna as a sacrifice, too. It's Walking Wake. That's wonderful. Well, I do have Terra Water, so I can go Magearna here. Hydro Steam Life Orb, okay. Go to Dragapult. Drop Dracos, and we can U-turn out. Because we have Reflect Light Screen in the back, we can save it to the very end before we go for it. Special attack boost, okay. Critical hit, we take that, okay. Because it really didn't matter too much for our long-term play. Obviously, you want to get a kill and you keep a Pokemon alive. But the idea is we want to set up Reflect and Light Screen later. U-turn, right? Yeah. Shell Smash. This could have Terra Ground, so I don't want to T-Wave. Now, I can just Reflect and then go Rhydon, probably, yeah. And Terra Water the Rhydon. Do I want... So I live the next attack. Do I want a T-Wave on Terra Ground? I don't. I don't want to risk T-Waving into Terra Ground. Oh, I get crit anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, they are not in range of Earthquake, so I Swords Dance one more time. Now they're in range of Earthquake. Alright, what do you have for me? I have Lightning Rod too, which is cool. I have Lightning Rod, so this is just a free Earthquake. They can knock off. Okay, more Pico at the end. So the crit on Walking Wake, I don't think it affects long-term the idea of reflect and light screening. So I think that was fine there. All right, with that, we enter 2300, and I'll see you guys next time.